Relaxed teams, Northern New Jersey. It is awesome to see your faces and hear your voices. Thank you so much all for coming. We got a cool show today. One of the things we always start with are teammate testimonials. And last week we had people set up one-to-one so they got to know each other better. And I'd love to hear some feedback on how those went. We'll go with the rock and roll star first, Scott Lask. How was the one-to-one and who'd you have it with?
I had an amazing call with Mohamed. And I have to tell you, I'm inspired by him because he embodies the classic American work ethic. He's just pushing forward. He's not letting anything stop him. I think what he provides is key to anyone in business or a homeowner, because the more risk we can all transfer away from our own balance sheets, the healthier you're going to be financially. And I'm encouraged, and I think that Mohamed and I as partners are going to have a great future.
Thank you, Scott. And afterwards, also when you go on our website, you can actually review Mohamed, so he gets to see it, so everybody gets to see what you just said. That would be wonderful. All right. Kim, next up.
I had an amazing one-on-one with Heather, and I really enjoyed getting to know her and learn about her background and how she got started with the title insurance company. It's a family-owned business, which is neat. And then also about a new project she's starting. I don't know how many people she shared it with, but she's starting a virtual dating service for busy singles. So that was pretty cool to hear. Very interesting. And even though she's happily married, she's starting a virtual dating service for singles. So that was cool. And I just felt like we really connected, and it was really great.
Thank you, Kim. Mohamed.
So last week I had 2 one-to-ones. So I had one with David Quick, and I got to see how we can be helpful for each other. He helped me, and we spoke a lot about the cybersecurity insurance and how many of his clients needs it while they don't know that they need it. So that opened a new perspective for me and a new market for future teaming up with David.
Wonderful.
Also, Mr. Lask. So I had another one-to-one with Mr. Lask.
Wait, my father was Mr. Lask.
Scott. You know what? He's a wonderful guy. I learned a lot from him about not only about business, which is he shared a lot of wisdom with me, plus the rock and roll and his music, guys. You have to listen to his music. It's not only hearing it. Once he starts playing, he took my breath away. I was like, wow, you can do that? I didn't know that. So he is a great guy, and my pleasure. And I was happy to do that. And I'm sure we will have more one-to-ones. And whenever you're gonna play guitar, I'll be more than happy to be there to listen to you.
Well, I know
make sure you come to June 28th, because they tell me I'm the featured speaker that day.
I will do.
Yeah, we're gonna give Scott a chance to play a little music during his featured presentation in our meeting on the 28th. So that should be fun. Mr. Dennis.
Yes, so I also got the chance to have a one-on-one with Heather. I don't want to steal her thunder from whatever she's presenting today as the featured presenter, but so we did talk a lot about the dominance that her title company has in certain areas where they're not getting impacted the same way that other people are, as refis and other areas dry up. And when we go through the business cycle of real estate, that new cycle is coming, and that the people have been around for a while. It's just another day walk in the park. And then we did talk a lot about her new business and all the pieces that go into setting up a new business and all those behind the scene things that you have to do that you don't really realize or think about until you have to do them.
Beautiful. Last but certainly not least, Heather.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know what else to say now, but I had a one-to-one with Kim and Dennis, and both were wonderful. I got to understand more about what Dennis is looking to do, because every week, I'm here, but I'm still like not sure. I know the core is the accounting business and all of that, but then everything now, all the other little pieces that he has going on. So now I know how to connect all of those pieces. So that was good. And then Kim, she had been here the first time last week, and getting to know her was fabulous. So I hope she continues to join us.
Thank you so much, Heather. All right, without further ado, hey, Scott, you have a drum roll at all for Heather? She's going to start I don't want to hear a drum. We got
Hang
something.
on. You ready?
Hold on, here we go. Perfect. That's a good precursor. Heather, you're on.
Thanks
Wow
for
us.
my drum roll.
Yes.
Okay, so am I able to share my screen? Yes, okay. You guys can all see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to start the slideshow.
If everybody
here.
can please mute so we could,
So, good morning, everyone. Thank you for having me. Thank you for allowing me to present today. I will try very hard not to put you all to sleep, because title insurance, let's face it, who talks about title insurance? Raise your hand and tell me, when is the last time you talked about title insurance? Probably never, right? Unless you were literally sitting at the closing table and signing that 86,000 page document, right? So I will try not to bore you, but real quick, this is my family, just, getting to know me. Me and my husband, my son, she's technically my stepdaughter. So I always tell people I have love and heartache for 2 children, but I can only lay claim to 1. So, and then this down here, the little boy with the dark hair, who is on the Lego figure at Legoland last year, he is my mentee. He is from Guatemala. And him and my son are the same age, and they're like besties now. So, that's pretty much my life besides the title insurance. So these are the things we'll cover with title insurance. Who are we? What makes us unique? And who are my ideal referral partners? So might as well jump right into it. So what is title insurance? I think most of you know what title insurance, although it's funny because a lot of times when I have one-to-ones, people are like, I kind of know what title insurance is, but I don't. So there's always that like hesitation, like I think I might know, but so basically title insurance is just what it says here. I don't want to read my slides to you, but it provides homeowners and lenders protection from financial loss and legal expenses. What kind of claims, you ask? I mean, the claims these are the ones that are on here, are the most common claims, but there's so many more. There's literally just random things that can come up. With living in a digital world, David Quick and, whoever else does IT security and stuff. I mean, we live in such a digital world. Our information's out there, right? So it's not going away. Like forgery and fraud and stuff like that is not going away anytime soon. Just to give you guys an example, I had a one-to-one with a man a few months back who he basically said, 20 years ago, my wife and I bought our first house, and he said, all of a sudden we looked at the closing document, and he said we were paying like $2,000 or $3,000 for something called title insurance. And I asked about it, and I basically argued against paying for it because I thought it was a bunch of BS. Well, the second time around, him and his wife they upgraded, they bought a second house. They purchased the house from an investor who basically flipped the house. So he purchased the house, redid it, sold it. He said about 6 months after they purchased the house, there was a knock on the door. And guess what? Guess who it was? It wasn't their next door neighbor offering them a beautiful, apple pie that she just baked out of the oven, welcoming them to the neighborhood. It was some sort of court clerk coming to tell them that they owed $75,000 in unpaid liens. And he then remembered, I have title insurance, which I thought was BS. But now, guess what? Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to call my lender and say, hey, we have an issue here and we need to call the title insurance company, right? So they did get that. They did that, get that claim resolved. But basically how that happened was the investor who they purchased the house from, who that guy or that woman, he did not pay all of the subcontractors that he hired to do the work on the house. So you never know. All right, so moving on. So who is True Concept? We're actually family owned and operated. Some people feel that makes us sound small. We're not small. We're a national company. We cover, we are directly licensed in 38 states. And that's, that's kind of a big deal. It's a big feat keeping up on all the licensing and everything. And then we have vendor relationships in the other states. But okay, in the sake of time here, what makes us unique? So we're national. That's one of the things that kind of makes us unique. Most title companies are only licensed in the state that they're located in, or maybe a couple of the surrounding states. Another thing that really makes us unique is that we specialize in reverse mortgages, which not everybody does reverse mortgages. As Andrea knows, reverse mortgages are a very unique process from beginning to end. And we've been doing them for a very long time now. We do about a couple hundred of them a month, depending on how busy it is, but it's been a good foundation of our business. So, and it's not as cyclical, I could say, as the refinance market and the purchase market. It's been like I said, it's been a good foundation for us. So we have a portal, a client portal, where our clients can go in at their convenience and pull quotes for the loans that they have coming up. So with all that being said, who are my ideal referral partners? So mortgage professionals who work for a bank. And why specifically those? Because bank mortgage loan officers are nationally licensed, because the bank is nationally licensed. So they're always great partners. Now, just because they're licensed nationally doesn't always mean that they do business nationally, but we don't know until we ask, right? So anybody that works for a bank and does mortgages there, of course, reverse mortgage lenders, Longbridge Financial, I've been trying to get their attention for a while. They used to be one of our clients, and then all of a sudden they turned off the faucet like that. So if anybody knows anybody at Longbridge Financial you can introduce me to, that would be great. Owners, branch managers, operations managers, vendor managers. Those are all kind of keywords to pay attention to when you hear somebody that's in the mortgage industry. Realtors in Florida, Florida is our main base. So we have a pretty heavy purchase presence in Florida. We do purchases in most other states as well. But Florida is our main base for that. Other title companies, you might think that's weird, but as I said, we have that national footprint, and most other title companies are just licensed in the state that they're located in. So other title companies would be good referral partners if they're looking to expand their footprint without the cost and the time associated with getting licenses in other states, because it's not that easy, and it depends on what state we're talking about. Some states make it easier than others. But if they're open and wanting to work with a title company that can help them expand their footprint, then they're great for us. Same with practicing real estate attorneys and retiring real estate attorneys. We can offer the retiring real estate attorneys a way to keep their book of business, retire, but still earn an income. The golden goose client for us is a call center manager at a large mortgage company or bank. They're also called consumer direct managers. They are basically, anytime a bank or a mortgage company, say Loan Depot, does marketing, like mass marketing, they have an 800 number that all of those calls are directed to. That's their call center. So a call center can give a title company anywhere from a couple hundred or well, hundreds of files a month, or anywhere to like 1,000 or more files a month. So that's big volume. And then basically, oh, I don't know why I didn't like that slide, but so this is what our coverage map looks like. So this is what it looks like when I say national, just to give you like a visible picture of it. So the light gold ones are all the states that we're directly licensed in. We have offices. We actually have a new office now in Utah, but there's our office in California. They are the main operations center for our reverse processing, Plano, Texas, and then Florida. So that's about it. Is there any questions anybody has?
Got a minute for
question.
questions. Anybody have questions? Andrea?
I do.
Go
I
ahead.
do.
Okay.
Hi,
I wasn't
Heather.
expecting so many. Hi.
Hi. So I just have a question because I've always been curious. Do you know, I know that the cost of title insurance in particular is expensive, and it's expensive for a reason. It protects the owner, protects the bank, so on and so forth. It protects the title insurance company, but it's state regulated. Is it state regulated in every state?
I want to say that some counties regulate it. Don't quote me on that. I'm not the operations person, so I don't deal with it all the time, but let's just say that it's definitely state specific. If not somewhere in some places, county specific. So yeah, the percentage that you're going to pay definitely varies across the country.
Right.
Yeah. But if you look at the cost of it, so yeah, it adds usually on average about $2,000 or $3,000. We'll just say on average to the cost of the closing, right? But if you look at it, it's $2,000 or $3,000 on top of $300,000 or more, and that you pay once. And that's a big chunk of money. It's, you're insuring that big chunk of money. It's not like, and you pay it once, like I said, it's not like car insurance, health insurance,
Right.
You're paying it every month, and it's usually the percentage of what you're paying versus your investment is a lot higher than the title insurance. So
It's absolutely necessary. I totally get it.
there's no
I was
question.
just curious.
Yeah, it definitely varies across the country, which you would think something like title insurance, honestly, would be kind of universal, right? But it's not. It's not at all.
Well, guaranteed rate is nationwide, and sometimes the programs we're allowed to do will vary from state to state.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
okay.
Thank you very much, Heather. Scott, 30 seconds for quick questions.
Okay,
We gotta move
Heather,
on.
let's set up a one-to-one. I have a fellow that Drew and I know, Robert Waxman. You're in Jersey?
I'm actually up in New York.
Okay, that's even better. Okay, and my back office, they have their own bank. I don't really do much because I don't like proprietary, but I'm going to find out if they do mortgages and see if we can connect you. But let's,
I appreciate it. Yeah, let's.
Put your email in the chat. and I'll
Definitely,
send
I
you,
will.
and let's set something up.
Yep, I will. Thank you.
Thank you, Heather. Wonderful presentation. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
We'll now move on to our member 45-second and our guests. So this is me. I'm an independent affiliate with the SIA biotech company in the health and wellness space. Not sure if you know, but when we're born, our body's in perfect balance with oxidation and antioxidants, which is a good thing. After puberty, we start to produce less and less antioxidants, which means there's more oxidized stress in the body. Why is that bad? It kills our cells. When our cells die off, if they can't yell for help and have the immune system come and help them, we're in trouble. That's why we age. That's why we heal slower. So I can help educate you on how to bring your body back in balance. If you want to learn how, I'll put my information in the chat. Drew Deraney, independent affiliate with the SIA. Thank you. Dennis, you're up.
You're on mute.
You're on mute, Dennis.
Yep, I'm so used to not muting myself. Sorry.
There we go.
I'm Dennis Harabin. I'm the founder of Relax Tax, and we are obsessed with helping people to retain more of what they earn. A huge way we do that is to help businesses themselves to establish and get tax credits and or to automate and improve the operations of what they're doing. So we not only focus on reducing your costs, but we also help our customers to increase revenue. And that's why we created things like Relax Teams so that our customers can expand their business and retain more of what they earn.
Chris,
Guess
you're
I'm
up.
up next. Everybody, Chris Lipper on the bus sales training, coaching, consulting, and virtual trade shows. And now that our last trade show from June 3rd is behind us, we're focusing on our next one for September 16th. But in between, I get to work on what I do best, and that is helping small business owners with our community. If you know a small business owner that feels a little stuck, is kind of having the same year after year, and can't get through to that next level, that's a good introduction for me. What we do is we put them in a group with other small business owners where they can monthly share challenges and opportunities and hold each other accountable to making a change by the next month's meeting. In between meetings, they get one-to-one coaching, lunch and learns. We just had one on behavioral goals. We have sales training on the second and fourth Tuesday of the month. We have a sales training today on canvassing. So it's a true community for small business owners. Chris Lipper on the bus sales training, coaching, consulting, and virtual trade shows. Next up is Randy.
Hey everyone, Randy Morgan, M&T Bank in Denville, New Jersey. So working with small business customers, I've always found they're really good at what they do. If they weren't, they wouldn't be in business anymore, right? So that's really my goal, is to work with small businesses, help them get to where they need to be, whether they're new, they've been around a while. So one thing we do that a lot of people don't realize is merchant services. So all our processing is done in-house. So usually we can beat most other merchant services, and we'll do an apples to apples comparison. So what that means is you give me 3-month statements. I work with a merchant team, we review it, and we see if we can beat it. If we can't, then it's no harm, no foul. But in my experience, I've noticed we can. Recently, saved one customer about $7,000 a year and the other $5,000 a year. So any questions? My details are in the chat. Randy Morgan, M&T Bank. Up next is George.
Hi, I'm George. My company runs estate sales and online auctions, liquidating home household items. If you're selling your house, our Rare Finds and Hidden Treasures is a brick and mortar store. It's a consignment store in New Providence, New Jersey. And if you have a house full of clutter and you want to liquidate some of it, you can place things in the store and we will find a new home for them at virtually no cost to you. You just get the proceeds of the sale and we get a small percentage. So it's George with Rare Finds and Hidden Treasures, and Erin is up. Is Erin here
I don't
today?
think Erin's here today, so we'll move on to Relax Social Media, where I know there was a video we're going to play.
Managing your own social media accounts can be a total pain. It's time-consuming, distracting, and if you're not really good at it, it could ruin your reputation. Relax Social Media takes the stress off your shoulders and lets you focus on what your business does best. We ease your workload by providing high-quality social media management services at an affordable price. Our all-in-one proprietary software streamlines and automates your process. We help you reach your audience with strategies that work to make sure your posts are receiving the engagement they deserve. And you can get all of this in our Platform Plus package, starting at just $99 a month without any contracts. So relax. Stop doing things manually. Start today.
Next up, Andrea.
Good morning, everybody. Andrea Burroughs. I work with Matt Keene's team over at Guaranteed Rate. Our office is actually in New Jersey. We do sit in Madison, but Guaranteed Rate is a nationwide lender. So the point of I'm trying to make of telling you I'm nationwide is that I'm looking to connect with people who are on the New Jersey and New York border, or even New Jersey and the tri-state Pennsylvania border. So if you know any realtors over there, that's who I'm looking to meet. And I would love to just have a quick 15-minute phone call with them. I promise not to take up too much of their time while they're busy trying to find business. Andrea Burroughs with Guaranteed Rate.
Thank you, Andrea. Jeannie.
Great morning, everyone. My name is Jeannie Assante. The name of my company is Babs. I am so excited about putting this company up and putting it out there and doing brand new things with it. And here's one thing that I'm really excited about is affordable health care. How many people shiver every time they think about their health care? Well, allow me to impact you positively about your in care, about your health care. Call Jeannie Asante. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeannie. Mohamed.
Hi guys, this is Mohamed. I work with USI Insurance Services. So we are a national broker. We are one of the first 10 in the United States, and it's a pleasure for me to work with everybody. My best clients are the person who owns home and for sure auto. I don't write business only in New Jersey, so I just wrote yesterday a policy in New York, and another one was in LA. So if you have anybody that needs to protect the stuff that they own, or they don't wanna struggle financially, I'll be more than happy to help them to save them their money and to save their lifestyle.
David Quick, Total Cover IT, your IT specialist for business. How would you feel if you had a company you can rely on to keep your systems up and running so you can sleep easier at night? That's what we do here at Total Cover. We have you total covered with your computer technology like a protected blanket over your systems, making sure your system runs as it should be, covering you with security protection, providing you support you need when you need it, both for Mac and PC issues. A good referral for me would be a professional services firm, typically like an accounting firm, law firm, architectural engineering type firm, all good referrals for us. David Quick, Total Cover IT, where our I is on your T.
Hello, everyone. Oscar Capel here, your local ID Shield, Legal Shield associate. What I do in 45 seconds, that's pretty tough. So let me put it this way. This is the way most people find out that their identity has been stolen. Right now, we are looking at 34 billion records out for sale. And as Heather said, it is getting worse out there with what is going on with breaches. If I could share the screen for a second, I'm going to do this is a live shot of what is going on right now. This is what cybersecurity looks like right now. So our choice is get protection for about $1 a day, or spend about $13,000 just to remediate your identity theft problems with a out of pocket. Next up, Scott.
Morning, everyone. We provide next generation planning that's fun and leaves you feeling really great about your future. My goal simply, I want my clients to live like rock stars. What does that mean? You do what you want, when you want, how you want, with who you want, because financially, you've got it under control. You're aligned. You're not making bad decisions emotionally, like a lot of people are going to very soon as the market continues to move into deep bad territory. Check out the post I just put on LinkedIn this morning, and hope you can all make it to the happy hour next month. And the next up is Relax Tax.
You're muted again, Dennis.
What Relax Benefits does is we focus on 3 primary areas: employee retention, health and wellness, and tax advantage benefits. We partner with local professionals who specialize in small groups like yours to make it easier and more affordable to get benefits for your team. So again, the benefit providers are other people on members of teams and are people who we work with. And we have the experts in those 3 critical areas. You're often paying for these types of services, but you're not getting it because most of the brokers and people who deal with this want to focus on 25 employees or more. If you have less than 25 employees, check out Relax Benefits.
Thank you, Dennis. And now our esteemed visitors. We'll start with Kim and then Ella.
Thank you. Good to see everybody again. So I help you leverage LinkedIn email marketing and direct mail strategies so you can stay top of mind with your connections, build relationships, get more referrals, retain your current customers, and get leads. And if you're not on LinkedIn, if we're not already connected, let's connect there. That's my favorite social media platform. And if I can help you demystify the complexities of online marketing, let's have a chat. And LinkedIn, a lot of you mentioned different categories for referrals that you like, and LinkedIn is the best place to find those people. So I would love to help you out. I do have a free report on my website. It's the 5 updates to your LinkedIn profile so you can get more sales. So feel free to grab that. Thanks.
Thank you, Kim. Ella, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, Drew. Pleasure meeting you all. My name is Ella Cristal Burroughs with Tritech Rico. We are actually on the other side of what David Quick does. So we are office hardware. So we deal with copiers, whiteboards, document management systems. So we help companies become the best versions of themselves through technology by coming in and saying, what are your workflows? How can we help you become more effective, more efficient? And we work with companies of all sizes, completely industry agnostic, and we do free audits all day long. And I would love to help anybody here. And thank you for having me.
Thank you, Ella. And next and last but not least, Project Scholarship. Dennis.
Yes, go out and check out projectscholarship.org. What Project Scholarship is, it is a 501c3 nonprofit supported by relaxed teams that helps students to get exposure to real world experience. The goal and the mission of Project Scholarship is to help students go from classroom to careers with less debt. And Project Scholarship is by students for students. We're focused on, actually a growing focus is on apprenticeship and having actually students move right out of, without even going to college, focusing on getting certified and moving into the industry exposure and the industry experience, because companies are willing to train people now with the right pieces. And that is Project Scholarship.
Thank you. Before we end, hey, Oscar, I'd like Oscar to mention about Operation Underground Railroad, just really quickly, what they are and how you're involved, very quickly.
Surely, yes. A portion of every new sale that we do goes to Operation Underground Railroad to stop child sex trafficking in the U.S. and around the world. So that is my charity of choice.
Right. If you want to learn more about how to help that association, please reach out to Oscar. All right. Well, listen, thank you, everybody, for coming. This is awesome. You're a wonderful group of human beings who just happen to do wonderful things in the community. So thanks again for coming on. And I want you to have a wonderful week.